Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Bloodline, Heroes of Lithas. For today's video, we're gonna do some summons. Let's finally get some new characters on this account and push our campaign further. Alright, so this is actually the second video of a three-part series I'm doing as I check out Bloodline again after being away for like 7-8 months. Like, what's changed? How does it feel? What are the new characters like? We're kind of talking about all of that, so make sure you watch my last video posted on this channel to see kind of my first impressions as I start to check out the game again. But for today, we're gonna summon. So first of all, I should say, if you haven't actually played Bloodline yet, and you're curious and want to check it out, I highly suggest it. I love playing this game on my phone. It's a fun grind. I actually like the grind style of this game. I don't know how to explain it, but I love it. And yeah, it's got fun graphics. I love the character designs, 3D models, wonderful graphics for real. And it has a ton of unique features like the hybrid system, and there's a ton of different races too, like orcs, lycans. There's all sorts of creative characters, and there's something for everybody. So be sure to download the game now for free if you haven't already, using my link in the description or the pinned comment, or if you're on a PC, you could scan the QR code on the screen. You'll even get a $20 starter pack. Let's check in to see what I've done so far. So I've been playing for now, let's do it, boom, 1 week. I did have this comeback special reward situation here, including these like top-up rebates. It kind of remembers what you spent, but suggests you join a slightly newer server than what you're on if you're on an old one. It encourages you to start a new account, so I'm 7 days into this account, but I'm on a server that's about a month old, I realized. Which is fine. It's actually not that hard to catch up, which I'll show you. I'm 61 in the charm, 232 in districts. I gotta grind there. But even arena, I was 72. Air challenge, I was 123. And this is me coming in as a brand new player, only 1 week in versus people that have played for an entire month. So yeah, definitely easy grind if you are efficient. So I started with some summons. I did already summon on this starter banner. So for the beginning of my account on day 1, I did a few 10 pulls. Probably a couple too many, honestly. I should have just done like 1 or 2. I think I ended up doing like 5. I'm guilty. But I like pulling on this banner first just to get you started, because you have a higher chance to get a mythic champion, 10% chance to get companions, legendaries 5%, epic 10%. And compared to the normal banners, when there's a special featured hero, it's only 0.3% chance to get a mythic and 0.7% chance to get a legendary. So it's just much higher boosted odds to get your account started off great. Now, when it comes to these heroes, the pool of heroes is smaller. So let me explain that. I want to tell you guys about these banners. So you can get any of the heroes I'll show you here. Salihorn, Karg, Travaine, Yevnivian, Karguk, Ignis, Luxuriant, and Zace. And I think, yeah, it still keeps going to Ugrel, Elzadith, Aeson, Doombringer, and Fulgur, Lionstone, Hunsdorf, Tidestorm, Griffin, Lycanus, and then Loom. I think Loom is where it stops. This is where, once you get to Loom, these are only on the special banners that are featured each, like, period. So, like, right now, I have a banner for Devala, which is great because female Devala is amazing. She has, like, this unkillable blood pool skill that's really awesome. So you can pull any of the other heroes besides, like, that have been part of the banners before them, but you can't pull these newer heroes on this banner, so it's a little bit different. Now, I'm gonna pop over to the other account before I dive in here and show you the other summoning banner while we're talking about that. So this account actually has the new Kavak. I love it. They look really cool faction. Riders of the North. Let me go ahead and play the little video here. So they are marksmen. Centaur style heroes. Love the style. Really cool. Beautiful graphics as always. Let's check out the female. I love how they have different animations for the male and the females. She's a lovely. Really cool. So this is the newest one added. So compared to my other account, you could see so much more has actually come out. Like we were on Samir, more to come there. But here, look at all of these. Bloom, the Parade, Choir, Ho. These, oh, they're so gorgeous. The Warbringers, I love this. Water and Sun was the last one that I saw on this, that actually did some summons for, not gonna lie. But there's so much more here because this server is so much older. So you're going to have different heroes available to summon as time comes out. And it depends on the age of your server. So you'll kind of slowly unlock all the extra fun stuff as we go along. It gives you something to look forward to. All right, back onto my account I've been playing this week. This one has been fun. I loved that I actually did some polls right away, but ironically, I got the bad luck I got from my first account way back when, and this was my first mythic. Not that exciting, sorry guy, but you're not that exciting. Really not. Let me unstack that. He's not the great. Just because he's mythic doesn't mean you should use him. Just because they're legendary instead of rare doesn't mean you should use them. You're going to progress better having good team composition than having random heroes that are just high rarity. So I actually got female Devala already because the very first clan challenge battle actually gives you that. So though I did one, which I think was where I got female Devala as an epic, so I started using it right away. And the good thing is, as long as you don't take these people past 5 stars, you're going to see I left everyone at 5-star max. Level 200 is the cap. As long as I don't go beyond that, they can just be used as fodder for leveling up your other heroes beyond that point, which is great. So just want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. You're going to see in my last video, I give the advice of not summoning often. I would say I like to say don't summon. I mean, this is the advice I was given too. You kind of want like 270, 250 at least, if you're lucky, summons, or even 300 summons saved, including if you decide to use any diamonds toward that. I would prefer to not pull for a couple banners and just work on my account with what I got. But because this is so early and I just want to get someone, I'm not going to stress about getting the companion like I would before. Normally, you want to get as much favorability as you can, so that way you can summon the companion and then they're part of your roster that allows you to get the traits built up through intimacy, and then you can marry those traits onto your heroes. But the good thing is, these banners will come back eventually, so if you don't get enough to get all of your favorability at once, hopefully you can in the future. You could also earn favorability from other events, or Dungeon Descent. You can purchase specific ones from the shops that pop up every 5. So there's other ways to do it as well. So I am kind of being a hypocrite and summoning less than I normally would, but that's because this is my first big summoning session. So I'm choosing to get some variety on this account and have stuff worth building before I really go into save mode. So let's go ahead and do our summons. I'm really hopeful to get some of these fun heroes. All right, boom. They kind of spoil it with the bronze medals, the whatever medal, like bronze, thanks. Not exciting start. Great. We did get a female loom. I don't think I have one yet, so that's good. We want extra copies of Devala, female Devala especially, because she's the one I want to build over the male. And you need duplicates of the heroes in order to upgrade them. So we're gonna, I can't take my 4-star Devala any higher than 4-star without having more copies of her. So there's already one on the list, which is perfect. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I am gonna be bad and use my diamonds for summons as well, just for the sake of content, for the content. But that's not something I think most people should do. At least not many of them, because you want to save your diamonds to buy the most important thing, like intimacy, which I talk about in my last video, so make sure you watch that if you missed it. Oh, okay, we have Gold Tongue. This is a good faction as well. Steadfast, love it. When taking skill damage, gains a 5-second shield that absorbs damage. Like it, like it. Alright, oh, and we had another. And another. Okay, we got a few legendaries. Female Tidestorm. Alright, I am using male Tidestorm right now. Oh, and we got 5 favorability. That's a really good start. Alright, let's go. Let's keep summoning. Oops, it might help if I click the right button. This is gonna be such a good boost for this account. I can't wait to build everybody. Boom, purples again. It's fine, we need fodder. Alright, male, as long as I get some assassins, because you need the same type of the class type. So having male Devala, even though I'm not planning to build him, is okay, because I'm going to need to, yeah, improve my female Devala, which takes assassins to do so. Alrighty. So as we're going along, we could also collect extra stuff here. But I guess the key will be, let's see, if we only do 70, if we do 100, we will get another copy of Epic female and male. That's really nice. I'll probably do extras again for the content. But I'll save some diamonds for buying intimacy from the value shops and stuff. But I try to buy my intimacy from the Dungeon Descent, which is something else I talked about in my last video. Come on, come on. Give me something else fun. Oh, another. Okay, we got male and female. Hey, love it. Ooh, love it. Let's go. And female Ignis in Epic. She's so good. The fiery redhead female Ignis. She has like a fireball that bounces around. I used her as my main DPS on my main account for like the whole time I played. I absolutely loved her. Fodder again, but that's okay. Epics are fine. And like I said, even using rares of a really good hero can get you further than using epics of a bad one. Or legendaries of a bad one. Or mythics of a bad one. You just gotta be careful how far you take them, because you want to be able to use them for fodder. The good thing is, if you crunch one, it actually increases the rarity level. Like you crunch one of higher rarity, it will actually turn the other one into that rarity. It's got some quirky stuff with that where it's actually not that wasteful. And the good thing is, when I get better heroes, I can reset the other ones. Oh, is this my first mythic? Second mythic. Please give me 2. There's only 1. I don't really see myself using Mal Karga. Oh! Please be mythic of female Lionstone. Come on, come on. Oh, legendary. Okay, it's better than rare, though. It's better than rare. I've been using rare. Female Tidestorm is still the queen of defenders, so I'm really happy that we got one of those. Oh, that's good. It's really good. All right, now let's grab this, because why not? It's more copies of our heroes. Too bad it's not a might event for me summoning right now. I should wait to summon during a might event. That's another piece of advice too. You could wait to summon when there's might events on your server to get extra points and build up your heroes. But I'm gonna be a little bit wasteful again for the content, just so I can get going and push some stuff and showcase it to you guys. All right, boring. Let's at least do 100. Let's go. Do 100 summons. Boom. But okay, another female Devala. Perfect. I really need that. I need a couple copies. Ideally, maybe more. I don't know if that's even enough. Might have to summon more just so I can really upgrade her. Need a lot of copies to take them to the highest level possible. It's quite intensive, because then you gotta get the fodder leveled up as well. Alright, male Travaine is legendary. Okay. Ugh, I don't know if I like this. We might have to keep pulling. How am I doing on my summons? Okay, I have a lot. Or my diamonds. I I do have some singles. I think I'm not gonna pull my singles right now, though. Let's keep going with some others. Oh, purple again. Female Devala, perfect. I want as many copies of her as I can get because we really need them. Silver medal? Ah, no mythic. Come on, come on. Give me that gold medal. Okay. Female Samir, that's not bad. I'll take it. Legendary? Yep. All right. And more of the companion favorability. 150. Ooh, 150 gets me a mythic of the male. Of course, the mythic of the female is way at 300, but you know. Let's get the mythic of the male at least. This is a hero collector after all, right? Come on. The game doesn't like me anymore. They're like, you left us. Summons, summons, get the dopamine flowing. One more temple. Come on, come on. Ah, a legendary at least. Not one we want. Okay, good enough. We got lots of copies of the heroes. I feel better about this. And boom, we even got a mythic of the male. All right, we've already seen your animation. Go away. Now is the time for me to build these people and really kind of show them off, you know? Spending diamonds gets me stuff for this event too. Oh, right, that's a thing. Lots of summons, always fun. If you guys love a gacha game and you love that dopamine as well, be sure to check this one out too. Use my link in the description or the pinned comment or the QR code on the screen to download for free now. Okay, I lied. I did one more 10 pull in the 5 singles and nothing exciting from the singles except for one of the Fox legendaries. I always forget his name. But Lionstone, we got another female Lionstone, which means I can upgrade my other one further. And another copy of female Devala as well, so looking pretty good. So I was a little bit bad, guys. I intended to only upgrade like one person and get them worked into the team, but I couldn't resist. The whole summon session just made my entire account so much better. So here we are. Let's actually play with a bunch of new heroes. All right, so they have this great stacking feature that allows you to see how many copies of a hero you have. So personally, I really want to build female Gultsung, but because I only have one copy of her, that dramatically limits my ability to upgrade her. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to have to bench that idea for now, at least, for progression until I plan to summon again. Hopefully get more copies. So we're going to have to focus someone else. I might go with female Samir, but it's also just looking at who we have. Now, the good thing about getting like female Samir higher level, she's going to be great for the districts, but there's so many fun options I have here, so now I have to decide my roster. All right, so I've got a bunch of new heroes to play with, and now we're going to work on leveling them up. I kind of made some wasteful, intentional mistakes on this account, because I want to also explain them, but this account's kind of a fun test account. It's not one I'm going to take super far into the game, it's just one I'm kind of using to showcase and check out the game again. But if I was going to play seriously, I think because I realized this server is actually a whole month old, I'd want to start again on a brand new day 1 server when you open the game. It's really, really like, you know, actually genuinely day 1 server. I really prefer that personally. So because it's not, I'm willing to be a little bit wasteful. All right, so I made my female Samir a 5-star, but we're gonna stop there. I could take her, like I said, to 6-star where it goes red, but we don't want to do that because you don't need 6 stars for fodder for Ascension later on. You only need 5 stars. All right, so I picked out my team, and this is what I mean by mistakes and don't do. Don't take an epic or a legendary to 7-star because you can't undo that. So that's my mistake. But I did that on purpose for sake of pushing some content and having fun, knowing that I'm not going to use this particular account long term. Again, I just wanted to make sure I say that a couple times because I don't want people to copy this and blame me when you're like, but it's wasted. All right, so the good thing is this is still going to dramatically improve my account. I'm going to get rid of male Tidestorm here, although the reason I was using him was synergy with female Ugrel, who's still really good. I love using her. I had a lot of fun with her too. But it's time to mix it up with our new heroes we pulled. So he has good synergy with her because his skill, is it the basic? Yeah. This, after hitting the enemy, pulls them a short distance back toward the caster. So he pulls someone in, and then female Ugrel can do her little whirlwind barbarian berserker type skill afterward, which is really great synergy for everything, especially campaign and just progressing any stages. I could be fun to use female and male Devala. Why not? I never have before. But on second thought, I don't have much fodder for my assassins anymore because I still chose to go with female Devala instead of male Devala, which might be a little bit regretful the more I think about it. But I enjoy her, and at the end of the day, I want to have characters that I enjoy playing that also can be decent synergy with my team. I actually kind of like him. I haven't used him. Last time I used female, who was a lot worse. His skills are a bit better. He's got a taunt, which is really cool. Yeah, and then of course, he's gonna do a little bit of damage, but at the end of the day, he's just a pretty good tank that can distract the enemies with some crowd control. We've got female Tidestorm, who is someone I've never used before either, so this is fun. She brings a stun. I love crowd control in any of these games. We have blind, stun. It's great for arena. It's great for these PvE stuff as well, so I think it'll be fun for me to do something different. Female Samir is pretty solid, honestly, as well. And yeah, I think this is going to be a fun, interesting mix of heroes. Got a knockback here. Really long kit. Look how tiny that font is. So she's got a complicated kit here, but overall, pretty good. I did go ahead and give them all some skills up to 4 or 5. Oops. For the ones I'm going to use. And that's going to be our team we go into some campaign with, starting at the spot that I last got stuck. So I was stuck on 10 of 44 with my last team, which were all at level 200 because they were all capped at 5-star. I didn't take anyone past 5-star. But now we've got a much bigger, look at that, boom, by 1 stars. We're going to do something a little different. So we're of course going to put our tanks in the front, right? Why wouldn't we? We're going to put our tanks in the front. We are going to put female Samir, the warrior, in the mid, and then we're going to put the others behind. Of course, Devala is a assassin, so she's going to kind of jump around anyway, but that is going to be a pretty solid foundation. So there are some exceptions to this, like, okay, male Devala has a lot of self-heal and has a pretty interesting kit. He can be in the front row. Or some of the warriors are really good in the front, not necessarily mid, but it just depends on their kits if they're a little bit made to be squishier. And some of the big damage dealers don't have the survivability. But in this case, I think this is going to be pretty solid. Female, I guess, yeah, female Tidestorm in the back is definite. She's a marksman. We don't want her all up in their business. And she's going to be stunning from back and have some protection. But you can get away with this mid position as well. This kind of is like, you're not necessarily the front line. So she'd be pretty well protected there too. She wouldn't be the first target like the tanks will be in the front. So let's go ahead and go into our battle and watch me destroy. We have such a massive account improvement. Oh my god. I was only at like 300,000 team power and I doubled it by getting these better characters. Yeah, I think we're gonna do just fine. So you can see a lot of fun stuff going on. Oh my goodness, all the crowd control. Let's see. And this is really great. This is one of my favorite features of Bloodline, is the auto challenge. So when you're working through campaign, you can click this button and it's going to auto climb through all the campaign stages until you get stuck or until you reach like the end boss level. So I can just sit back, relax, and watch my team be amazing. This looks so much fun. I love it. So much improvement. We're going to dramatically progress. So you're just watching. This is so fun. They're just out. Let's do a quick click here. Oh, wait, I can't. Next one. Let's check our damage for a couple runs. Haste down, haste up. Watching all the buffs and debuffs happen. I love Devala and her pool of blood. I love it. So everyone's kind of equal, honestly. I love that. Woo! Look at my Mal. Okay, not gonna lie. The Mal Karguk tank, I actually didn't expect him to do as much damage. But look at him. Okay. You go, Mal tank. You go. That's really nice to see. I kind of expected... I don't even... Or my DPS just that bad? That the tank is being the star of the show. Kidding. Yeah, that's fun to see. Let's do a couple other look-sees here. I mean, he is on the front line. He's going to be hitting a lot, so it does make sense. Okay, so yeah, see, this battle, he did no damage. So every battle, it's a little bit all over the place. But it's nice to see a pretty well-balanced use of, like, everyone doing pretty solid and no one being terrible. Like, obviously, female Lionstone is not meant to do damage. Alright, so if you haven't already, guys, make sure, you download the game for free using my link in the description or the pinned comment. If you're at a PC, you could also scan the QR code. It's available on Android and iOS. You'll even get a pack worth $20 with 1 summoning crystal, 100,000 gold, and 100 diamonds. And the first 30 players who leave their in-game ID and username in the comment section below will receive a free legendary female succubus champion, the Luxuriant, one of the best mages to carry you in the game. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little showcase. We had some summons, we got some dopamine flowing, and we checked out some different characters that maybe you haven't played with before. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.